Good morning. Hi there. How are you doing? Happy Tuesday. And I like to dress this up as Tuesday because you get to Tuesday. You get to choose on any day of the week, but you know, it's one of those silly things, isn't it? So it's what will you Tuesday for today? And I'm just bobbing into this lovely group full of you wonderful women because there's something that is concerning me a little bit at the moment since the announcements at the weekend. And I talked yesterday about choice, didn't I? In the video that I shared that I'd done on Instagram and on my Facebook page about what you can choose to do. Because when we feel like we've had choice or control taken away from us, it can really mess with our heads. And whilst this little video is not strictly all about business, you also know, lovely ladies, that when you run your own business, your life, your relationships, your home, your everything are intrinsically linked together, aren't they? It's not just put into nice little separate compartments, because it doesn't work that way. So the thing that I want to cover this morning is about the growing number of posts on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, articles that I've seen that pop up on the BBC homepage, some news stuff, basically saying that if you struggle with your mental health, or if you struggled during lockdown, the first lockdown, it is inevitable that your mental health is now going to suffer because we are going into winter. And I really kind of resent that assertion, because people are telling us how we are going to feel before we've even felt it. And so if people consistently surround you with messages that tell you you are going to feel a certain way, then guess what? You're going to start to feel a certain way. And I really don't want that for you. Now, you may think that I am coming from a place where I show up and I'm smiley and happy and I don't have any worries and I've never experienced mental health issues, and who am I to tell you? Because you already know you're gonna suffer, and you don't know that you're gonna suffer. We've got this wonderful group with 90 odd different women in it. Some of you will be naturally optimistic, some of you will be naturally pessimistic, and there isn't a right or a wrong with that. Some of you will have had the crap battered out of you over your lives, and others may have had what you feel is a blessed life. And none of those are right or wrong or good or bad or make anyone better than anyone else. But the reason I am speaking about this is because I have had significant mental health issues and challenges in my life. I have, as I can now say, and I can label it myself because I'm allowed to, because it's me, I have been totally batshit crazy at certain points in my life. And indeed, there was one point where I was really, really poorly. Now, you may not be able to see that because people can't see what goes on in here. But I was really ill, and not really just only ill in my head, but it manifested itself in my body as well. And it could be seen in various things. You know, and I am talking, I'm not just talking a little bit down, I'm talking seriously depressed. I'm talking psychiatrists and sleeping tablets and antidepressants and psychotherapists and counselling and God knows what. God knows what. I was away with the fairies at some points over those courses of time. But I am no longer, and so I really want you to take heart if you think that it is inevitable that your mental health will suffer, that it is inevitable that you will go back to somewhere that you have been or you don't want to go, in terms of dark feelings or feeling down or depressed or not knowing how to get out of something, because actually you do have a choice. And if you have suffered with mental health previously, if you have felt down, if you have had to seek medical help, and you don't always have to have sought medical help to know that you suffer with depression or have periods when you're down, then actually you know what the triggers are, okay? And you probably know when you are going down that path. So indeed, at other points in my life, I have known that I am starting to go down that path, and I have taken action I've got to a certain point and I've taken action and removed either the things or the people or the jobs or whatever it was from my life. However hard that might have been, that's what I've done in order to stay well. So you know who's in your circle, you know who you can speak to, you know who you can reach out to before it gets too bad. But here are some things. You get to choose. You get to choose whether you surround yourself with negativity. You get to choose whether you allow this constant media frenzy of negative reinforcement into your life. Or you choose to do things which support you. So what is it that keeps you mentally and physically healthy and sane and working and being the very best version of yourself? What is it? Is it getting out in the fresh air? You can still do that. You can go for a walk, you can go for a run, you can exercise in your garden. You know, you might not be able to do the thing that you really like. You know, you might not be able to go to the gym, but you can do other stuff. I have a husband who fills his rucksack full of sand and stands on the decking and weight trains with that. So if he can find a workaround, all of us can. And I really do encourage you to think about how you are going to make at least the next 4 weeks a positive experience, as positive as it can be, without being told that you are not going to be very well, or you are going to suffer in terms of your mental health, or it is inevitable that because it's winter we're all suddenly going to feel down and it's going to be really bleak and everybody is going to suffer, because that is the current message that is coming out from media and newspapers and news channels and people just stirring this thing up. It's not inevitable. I really want you to think about the choices that you have to surround yourselves with positive people, supportive people, people who can help you with your business, people who can help you work out a contingency plan or a workaround, groups that are positive in terms of physical action and mental physical action. You know, there are so many places where that positivity is that you can choose to not have the other stuff. So that's what I'm sharing this morning, because I really feel like loads of people need to hear that and not be told that it is not going to be good and they are not going to feel well and they are inevitably going to be depressed and having a really hard time. You get to choose. Particularly if you've been through it before, you know what the signs are, you know what the triggers are, and you know how to remove them from your life and surround yourself with really, really positive things. So if anybody is feeling that they might be starting to feel a bit like that, or they can't see the wood for the trees, reach out. If you're in my group, which is Build Your Brilliant Business with Anna, then you can message me anytime. If you're watching this video anywhere else, which is where I choose to share it, then please, if it's struck a chord, resonated, any of those things, then let me know. And there is always light at the end of the tunnel. Have a wonderful Tuesday. Choose how your Tuesday is going to be and be the very best version of yourself. Take care.